Listen, we're delighted to have with us today on Florida Quartet's attorney, Randy Frails. You've probably seen his face a lot, heard the name.
So happy to be here today. So happy to be in the community, representing individuals in the community on various matters. We're in your neighborhood. We're here to stay, and we hope to continue to represent people in Augusta for a number of years.
We're headed to a Tuesday election on a June day that's probably going to be 98 degrees. How can we encourage folks to get out and vote, and why is it important?
Well, you know, the irony of it is it's a June day that's coming up on Juneteenth, which is a holiday next week also, which means that people are going to be relaxed. They're going to be more concerned about work, worrying about that next day off. But these elections that we're having are so important. Typically, we think about voting only in November. But we have judicial elections, and we have a primary for sheriff that's coming up this Tuesday, and it's important that we get out to vote.
It's time to come together and vote again on June 18th.
The most important thing that we need to be concerned about is that, you know, a court system and the law enforcement system, the sheriff's office, those are the areas that most of us as everyday citizens come in contact with. And so if we're going to come in contact with those, we want competent, well-trained people, experienced people in those positions.
Let's keep Richard Roundtree as your sheriff, the leader with the experience, education, and proven administrative skills.
The most important thing, though, is that you need to go out and vote.
That's my opinion.
I just want to take a personal thought. You know, my grandson, who turned 18 in March, he went out and voted in the May primary. I was so very proud of him. So many young people these days haven't really focused on voting. By not voting, we actually are making a decision. We're actually voting when we don't vote because we're saying it doesn't matter. You can choose my leader. And if, in fact, we don't go out and vote, we get the leaders that we deserve.
For safer streets and a stronger community, please join these supporters and come back with a friend to vote on June 18th.
Everyone should go out and vote, especially this Tuesday. Even though it's in the middle of June, even though it's going to be 97, 98 degrees, even though you have a holiday coming up, it's important that we go to the polls and make a decision as to who should be our next Superior Court judge, who should represent the Democrats in the primary, the Democratic primary for sheriff.
Under Sheriff Roundtree's leadership, gang violence has been reduced.
My major objective has always been to reduce crime.
And we were talking earlier that this is not a beauty contest. It's not a popularity contest. You're voting on folk that would, like I said, will impact your children, your grandchildren, for life.
But it's not about popularity. It's about experience, about whether or not people are capable of doing the job. And those are the people that we need to focus on.
Let's come together and make this happen on June 18th.
Keep Richard Roundtree as your sheriff, the leader with the experience.